So we're ready to leave Bogano,
Yeah, now you're
and
thinking.
at
Let's
this
get out of
stage
here.
we've opened two planets. We've opened Dathomir, which I think it's fairly well known now is the first place you can get the double-bladed lightsaber, so you can go straight there and get it. But on Jedi Master difficulty, at this stage in the game, you're going to have a very, very hard time. The other destination, and the one with our actual objective, is Zeffo. So I'm going to go there.
Here we go. Zeffo. When this is all over, I think it'll be time to settle down, you know, fall in love, start a family.
Love? You?
Yeah, you think a guy like me doesn't know love?
I bet you're gonna tell me.
Let me tell you, it's the best, but a lot of work. It needs admiration, devotion, attraction, and respect.
Please. That's actually very insightful.
Yeah, well, it comes with experience. Can't look this good and not steal a few hearts.
I bet.
Time to land. Get up here. Think of a storm brewing down there. This might not be the best time to land.
Something strange. Those winds are interfering with our comms.
Hey, Cordova mentioned something about peace in the eye of the storm. Well, I can just make out a settlement in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that. Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you, kid. Unless the wind picks up. Can you tell that bucket of balls to keep his opinion to himself?
I'm sure everything's under control.
Once it's under control, it's just a little tricky. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh. Huh. Perfect landing. Easy money, baby.
But I'm still getting a lot of interference on the comms. It's gonna take me a minute to get them back up.
I'll search for signs of Cordova in the meantime.
Good. I'll be in touch once I crack this. Cal, over here. You did good work on Bogano. The more information we gather on Cordova and the Zeffo, the closer we'll get to stopping the Empire.
I've heard of ancient cultures, but don't know much about them.
I only knew that Cordova was obsessed with the Zeffo, believing their teachings to be important. I, too, was intrigued by the mysteries of our galaxy. You better get moving. There's a lot to learn here. Good luck.
I can see you two have been through a lot. It's not easy.
No, it's not. But I think of those who believed in me at one point. If I give up on myself, then I give up on them. I'm sure you have a few of those.
Prof. Friend on Braca. He sacrificed himself so I could live.
He believed in you. A lot of people depend on you, even if they don't know it yet. Keep going, Cal. For Prof. For everyone.
BD-1's a helpful droid.
He does seem to be warming up to you.
Cordova must have really liked droids. He decided to leave such important information with BD-1.
I only assume he chose BD-1 because he needed some sort of ability to store encrypted information. These exploration droids are good tools for that sort of thing. But I'm sure he's more than that. Please, I'm trying to collect my thoughts.
They do end the conversations a little abruptly at times. Especially if she asked me to go over and talk to her in the first place.
Oh, we did it. We did it. I hope you're not hurt. What are you looking at?
Who are you talking to?
Just my ship. The Manus. Good name, right? Intimidating. Oh, what do you know? You probably never even flown a ship. Maybe I'll teach you one day when you're done with your Jedi stuff. I'll even give you a discount.
Nice landing, Grease.
Me? Oh, yeah. Not a problem. It's easy for a skilled pilot like myself, especially when flying a ship like this. This baby was a steal. Well, I mean, I didn't steal it. I bought it. Well, I sort of, almost. I mean, I took out a small loan. Big loan, actually. No, it's fine. Look, we're all fine. Don't worry about it. Don't you have Jedi stuff to do? Get to it, kid.
Been just you and Seer for a while?
Oh yeah, she's great company. What about you? How long were you alone on Braca?
Oh, I wasn't alone. I had, people.
Friends?
It's hard to have friends when you have secrets.
Don't worry about it. Friends are overrated. What did that say?
He said we're all his friends.
Oh, well, that's kind of nice.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm great. Just enjoying some peace and quiet.
So, a new world to explore. A chest here. I believe it's the first of
Hey now.
BD's skins.
What was in there?
Yeah. So there's a locked shortcut here.
That's not moving.
Some of BD's scans are banal, but they all get you XP.
Oh, all right then. What do we find?
No, thank you. Another lock shortcut there. Something there, look. Right, so this is where, hopefully I won't make a liar of myself, the dash strike comes in handy.
Watch out, BD. You don't look friendly. Got a scan?
Cal, can you hear me?
The Empire. They found Zeffo.
If they were following the Mantis, we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try the same workaround to crack into there.
Okay, so we've got some more scars here. And the thing you need to be aware of with scars is generally they don't just wander around like that. They're waiting these little burrows to pounce at you as you go past. So trigger that one, kill him with a dash strike. Oops, missed him. That's him, so there's the last one. Kill him with a dash strike. This little area off to the side has stim crates and one echo if you want to go and explore it. It just brings you out here again. You see I've been in and got it already. I've got 4 stims now. And I've also earned an extra skill point from the echo. Oops. So as you come round here, that's obviously the way to go. This is the first of the shortcuts unlocked. And I'm going to quickly pop back to the ship and spend that skill point. Because this is the closest save point. And I'm going to spend it on Sprint Strike. Now, Sprint Strike is a special attack you do out of a sprint, and it has the same sort of damage as a, one of the force attacks like the overhead slash or the dash strike, but you don't use force. That's it. So here, we'll let the stormtroopers deal with the rats. And then keep your block up.
Not an easy target.
Easy. BD has a little scan here. Although you don't need to stand and wait for BD to scan him. Carry on as you carry on. Okay, we arrive at the abandoned village.
Why are you walking like that? The Philax hit me the other day. And my ankle is making this weird clicking noise. Stop it, it's getting on my nerves. Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I love these conversations between the stormtroopers. So this is really straightforward.
Did you see movement? Incoming! Okay. Fight them! Come on, cowards! Watch out! Or break your guard!
Okay, once you're out of combat, BD wants to scan these. Because this is the first time you've encountered that enemy since BD's been with you. Yeah, quick echo there.
Take her and go. I'll lead them away.
Buster, no!
And again, Stormies are nothing to worry about.
Look out!
Oops.
I knew it would end like this. Stop trying to flee! I see you!
Okay, this officer can be a bit of a pain because he's tougher than the others.
Your guard is pretty solid. He's too scared. Spot on. Let's take him on. Don't kill me.
There we go. Okay, we can't go that way. If you look on the map, it says it's red. BD has a scan here. There's an echo.
It's all lies. The Empire just wanted this land.
So the way to go is across here. But before you carry on, another shortcut to unlock. And this is the one in the in the hangar. Now I'm not going to save or rest there. There's really no point. So
Hostile underneath us.
get rid of these guys.
This guard is pretty solid.
And yep, then you can open this box,
Come back here.
which is another new outfit.
Something we can use?
Bit of a Desert Storm thing going on here.
Next time we find one of those
Okay, so you get rid of these,
Eyes over there. Yes, understood.
and there's this box here.
Oh, all right then. What's that, BD1?
So we do an aerial attack on this guy.
What are you doing here?
And all there is around here is a box we can't open yet because BD's scomp link isn't fixed. But remember, it's there for later. Okay, so there's another safe point here where I will rest. Okay, I'm actually doing this section again because for some reason my software just stopped recording. When you first come through this section, it's pitch black. There's a chest over there that I've already opened. And that's the switch you use to turn the lights on. Okay, so you come back out overlooking the abandoned village, and the way to go is round here, but if you just take your time, that rat will deal with that scout. A sprint strike on him, sorry, not a sprint strike, a dash strike. Trigger the next one, dodge back. Yeah, if you miss your third stroke and don't kill him, put your block up because they attack you twice before you can safely attack him again. Okay, and here's our first Phylac. So dash strike. Block again. Oh dear. Trying to parry him. And that's not the way to do it, so dash. So he's dead. They do a lot of damage. But I'm going to heal up fully here because around here there's this group of enemies. There's a bundle of scouts, a regular stormtrooper, and there's our first rocket trooper there. So I'm going to concentrate on him. I'm just going to run straight past the scouts.
I can't hit him. Jedi. We should chase him.
So that worked well.
Hit him.
And that worked well.
You can't stand against us. I think he took out our last rocket trooper. Not really sure.
So that's what I intended to do first time.
I can take him myself. I can't reach the target. Smash him. We'll win easy. This one's fast. That's an ally down. Converge on the target. Stay back. Just stay back.
So unfortunately, by the time you've dealt with them, the rocket troopers despawn, so you can't scan him. Okay, while you're here, notice that there is a save point there that is well worth trying to get. You just position that windmill so you can run up it and jump over. Because up there is a secret. You've got to cross those windmills to that end, come round. Again, it's on my tips and secrets video how to get that one. It's better.
Whoa. That's gotta be one of the Zeffo. Guess we're on the right track, huh, BD?
And there's a bundle of enemies around here.
Get in here.
I'm just going to get around there because my block stamina is running out.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Did he kill himself with his own grenade? No. That's in there. And he's our first Stormtrooper commander, I think. Oh, no, I've already killed one and scanned it when I did it first time. So that's a shortcut you unlock, which gets you back into the caves you came through. Shortcut to get back to the village. So before I hit this ice slide, I can get rid of the first two enemies before I start sliding. You can do it while you're sliding. Like I did with him. Also looks like you're going to miss that rope. Yeah, there's a couple of rats down there when I land, and some more stormtroopers further on. Aerial attack. And a sprint attack. So, get a quick heal there.
Come on, let's get him. You'll pay for that. On target. Stay back. Just stay back. Hurry, get him.
A dash strike on him. Doesn't always one-shot him, but more often than not you're laughing. And this is one to take note of. It's red, but BD scans it.
I can't push it.
So he can't push it, which kind of implies that he will be able to push it at some point, so remember that. That's where you get the scomp link. So it never save and arrest here. Even though it brings the enemies back in, I'm not worrying about that. And because I've had to go through that twice to re-record it, I have actually got another skill point. And I got a skill point the first time I did it, which I spent on Force Attunement. This one I'm not going to spend now. I'm going to save up for 2 so I can get the Leaping Slash. Right, so we head over here and we encounter our first heavy assault trooper.
You're too quick.
Slow him when he's reloading.
Another one?
slow him while he's reloading. Okay, here there's another box I can't open without the scomp link, so it's one to remember. But there's also a scan, which is our second terrarium
Can't wait to
seed.
watch these grow.
There's a crawling, rather hanging here. There's a box in there, look, don't forget that one. Apparently it's bringing us down again to where we were. So we'll open that shortcut, which enables us to not have to do the ice slide anymore. And this can be really awkward because there's rat burrows and a rocket trooper.
One hit and you're gonna feel it.
So attempt him to fire his rocket. Oh, didn't quite get out of the way enough there. Right, now I'm going to sprint in, kill him, get ready for the rat that's come out. Can be very awkward, those rats.
Some help here, BD1? Way too close.
And we've got a Stormy we can, rocket trooper we can scan. He becomes a lot easier to deal with once you've got force push.
In accordance with the Emperor's will, we've occupied Zeffo, redistributing its inhabitants. This planet has failed to yield significant data or relics for Project Augur. Its electromagnetic winds have rendered the bulk of our mining technology useless. Meanwhile, more stormtroopers lose their lives to dangerous fauna. We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology.
So now we know what the Empire's doing here. And why. So we've got another scout commander there.
Located a hostile. Do this.
So get rid of him quickly with dash strike. Get the box.
Oh, all right then. What do we find?
And there's another slide. Onto a rope. Slow it as it's coming out. Wait for the next one. Slow it. Jump. And get off before he gets back to normal speed. Right. There's a box there. And it really is dead easy to get. You don't even need to use slow. Just wait for this and then follow it. There we go.
You know. What was in there?
And again, you don't need to use slow. Just wait for it to pull back into this area. Wait. Run. Wait. Now you're slow. Then you die. Because I did it wrong. So, wait for it to be on its way back, slow it, yeah, jump, run, jump, and you're faster.
Now, the Empire's pinpointed your location. You need
And
to
there's
move
a
fast.
save point.
On it. Thanks.
So we'll rest there. And with more enemies over the other side. So I like to, these swings, I always feel confident with giving it a double swing. So aerial attack on him, get rid of him, get rid of him, Okay. Who's coming first?
Can't stop him. Well, great. It's just me then.
And dash strike on him.
An intruder.
Time for a stim. That feels better.
Don't forget to get the box before you go.
Oh, all right then.
And we've got a Mantis paint job, which I think is the first one. Nice silver and black. Put that on. And then with another slide. And a big one. Jump off, catch the rope, jump again, turn in mid-air so you're going the right way, and jump again. That's that.
I found something.
What do they know?
No mention of Cordova. I don't think the Empire knows he's been here.
And we have the advantage. For now.
If there's a behind to check, check it. Because there's usually something.
This is a waste of time. What is Crane playing at? Impossible that anything useful is in here.
Okay. Get your saber out ready for this dark area. And watch those holes. Show no mercy.
That's interesting. We're on the right track.
See, there's a chest up there. You can't get it at the moment, though.
Can't get through. There's a storm up ahead. Something about it crippled the Empire's equipment. I can feel something pulling me there.
So I'll have a save here and a rest. And I've got my 2 skill points. So I'll pick that one up.
Follow it. Let the Force sharpen your instinct.
All
Right, there
Doing my
is
best.
a lot of stuff in this area. You can see there's a chest up there that we can't get to yet. There's another one over there. But there's also a lot of these damn rams. One over there doing... I thought he was in some awkward pose. Another one there, another one there, another one there, and one up there. So that's 5 of those rams in this area. On this difficulty level, that is quite a challenge. I have done it before I realised you just don't need to. So I'm going to jump down this way and sprint. Give him a slow and sprint. Straight past him, straight into this. That courtyard is a lot easier to explore and get all the stuff on your way out. So here we are, approaching the storm.
Never seen a storm do that before.
Slow it
it's
down.
incredible.
And we just need to stand on the thing BD is indicating. Then we're on a lift going down. And it's quite a long lift.
I believe this to be the earliest Zeffo site we've uncovered yet, despite my reservations. I cannot chase the Bogano fault from my mind. Its visions shaped the direction of an entire culture. I must understand why.
So, something I'm not sure if people realise this, but all those holorecordings Cordova makes, they're all available to listen to again. So that's the one.
My friend, I believe this to be the earliest Zeffo site we've uncovered yet, despite my reservations. I cannot chase the Bogano Vault from my mind. Its visions shape the direction of an entire culture.
So you can always listen to those again. Okay, so we're down in the at the bottom of the lift, and really there's only one way to go, which is up this flight of stairs and through this narrow bit.
Ugh.
Okay, so the first thing we encounter here is wind and skungus. Now, for getting around these, I mean, the thing is just don't bump into them. But if you find you're moving a bit too fast, you can always bring your lightsaber up and hold guard, and you just walk around slowly then. So jump past that one, and there's a wall run and a slide. Avoid the skungus, try and get an aerial attack on this rat. Yes. And a sprint attack on this one, and a sprint attack on that one. So that's easy. Now, this is a puzzle that's relatively straightforward actually. So you turn this one on and it starts pushing the ball, then immediately turn it off again. Watch the ball, it gets pushed round and round and then crashes into that, which opens up a little echo for us. You turn this one on,
Wind rippling through these chimes. Voices from the past.
and it smashes the thing at the far end. Now, if you'd not turned this one off, it would have just gone round continually, and it wouldn't have actually smashed this one. You know, that would have pushed it away before it got to it. So once this is smashed, you open that up. We've now got two opposing wind currents there that hold it smack steady in the middle for you to open this one up, which pushes it into the middle, opens up this little arena, and there's a secret.
These were used in Zeffo meditation rituals. I think they were training Force users.
I don't think I actually showed that one on my Tips and Secrets series. Right, a few more rat holes in here, look, so be careful. There's one out already. He's coming for us. So I'll do a sprint strike on him. Get him out. Get rid of him. Is there one here? Yep. That was a dash strike. Get rid of him. So we can go. Okay. So we get into this area and we can see the tomb sort of through the gaps there. We can climb on these surfaces in the tomb. If we look, we can't get over there directly, but there is a wind thing that pushes that up. But you see it's swinging a bit like a pendulum, so if we turn that off, yeah, we've set it off. So you run and jump, get to the left hand end of it, jump again, and you're on. Okay, the first thing to do here is move this ball into this socket using this. changes things around. I always turn it off, it just makes it easier to move about afterwards. So we climb up here and up here. Slide, hopefully hit the rope. Okay, a bit of a jumping puzzle here, because if you jump straight, the wind pushes you away, so you've got to allow for the wind, because you can't turn it off anywhere. There we go. Alright, there's a couple of skungus here, and some rats. Mistimed that. Never mind. So again, allow for the wind. Before I carry on, there's a save point in there, look. And the way to get to it is to hit that skungus, dodge back, it explodes, breaks the door, and gives you access. So I'll have a rest there. The same, these things respawn, so hit him, dodge back, let it explode, then you're out. So we're going to have a wind-assisted jump here. There we go. You can't make that jump without that wind on. Now at this area we have our first Tomb Guardian that we encounter, and I am just going to run past him. At least I hoped I was.
I need help.
Right, so this is another wind-assisted jump. Turn this on, and it pushes us over there, and the one in the middle keeps us up. Like that. Okay, nothing to the right.
Scanning again?
Quick PD scan there. Again, there's another red thing there, blocked. And another red thing there, blocked. So what's going on here? It's like some sort of force vision, isn't it? Then we're back into a flashback.
Jedi do not seek aggression, but we stand against it. The Force is there to shield us. The obstacles in your path define the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Now, try again. Good. Continue. Faster now. Complete the test.
What stands in the way becomes the way.
So we've got our first new power, and that was Well, I don't think it was actually red before, but
Did it.
we can push it out of the way. Okay, so I've just backtracked there, the way I came, and I've used my push power to get to a chest, an echo, and a secret. But now we'll carry on into the tomb. And the first thing is a cutscene over here.
My friend, take a look at the detail on this bark. The distinctive striations. It can only be a Rosha tree from Kashyyyk. It's time to call on an old friend. If the Zeffo had contact with Kashyyyk, there is a good chance Chieftain Tarful will know about it.
Okay, so that's over and we're into another fight with the Tomb Guardian. So again, push his car out. And if you get some range away from him, it sort of encourages him to use his powers that actually expose the car. Here we go. And you can sprint in and get a good hit on him. I think, see, them guys don't even touch you once you've got fast push.
Well done.
So, we've got a way out. We'll have a save and a rest. And we've got new skills because we've learnt a new power. Quite a lot of new skills, actually. Let's have a see. Yeah, the first one I'm going to go for is the Agile Deflection. That's automatic as you sprint. Okay, so we've got a puzzle to solve to get out of this tomb. But first I'm going to get rid of this Guardian. So push his car out, sprint in, give him a whack. Dive out of the way, get some distance and he'll do it again. Push his car out. Dive out of the way, get some distance. Push his car out. Right, I don't need a hint from BD to do this. So there's a socket there that evidently wants a ball in it. So we'll do that by simply pushing this ball there. Whoops, wrong way. Pick zero this. Finally. Okay, that opens that door there. So if we check out this new area, careful here. And we've got another ball, which we can push out. And if we push it into this little groove, and encourage it to go down there, we can see putting this ball in this socket activated this ramp and that jetter there, which is going to blow the ball up here. to where there's another socket. Yeah, that rearranges everything again.
My friend, this tool
Get back into this area with the pendulum, which also has a ball in it if you look. So if you push that against there, it breaks the pendulum and the ball drops out, and then we can push the ball out. Now again, we want to push it into that groove where we pushed the last one. And this time we wait up here, because now we've opened that area with a ramp and a jet of air that's going to push it up here. Look, it's on its way round. So we'll give it a quick freeze there. And I missed it. Push him into there. That's a puzzle solved, and our way out. Back into the lift. And to get the lift to activate, pretty obvious, push that ball down into that socket, which reactivates the switch, and we're on our way up.
What did you find?
The Zeffo went to Kashyyyk. Cordova mentioned someone named Tarful.
A Wookiee chieftain. They were old friends.
Think he's still around?
There's only one way to find out. We have to go to Kashyyyk.
Okay, so the lift reaches the top, there's a save point immediately.
Did we just open the way for the Empire?
Yeah, so this area that was previously full of goats is now full of stormtroopers, including, I think, 3 or maybe 4 rocket troopers. So this could be a very tricky situation if you let it get out of hand. As you go forward, suddenly all the lids blow off those air vents, which gives us lots of options. As usual, they don't notice you. So I can use this air vent in front of me to get a boost up and come down and do an aerial attack on that first rocket trooper there. That's him done. And then this one, force push, that's him done. This one, oh, waited too long there. There we go. Now that went back at him, so he's gone. So there's just that officer and that one other stormtrooper left. Really is. Now you've got push, it's so simple. Now keep an air vent between yourself and the rocket trooper. Because the air vent forces rockets up, so you're perfectly safe on this. And that's him gone. That's all of them in this area, so you can just sort of carry on, clear it out of its chests and echoes. But not until you've had a save and a save, but don't rest. Obviously, you don't want them all coming back. And I've got a skill point. So I am going to spend it on Yeah, a bit of extra life. I mean, you've seen how clumsy I am. Okay, so I've picked up all the chests and everything there is in here, and there's actually two ways to go. If you go up there and break through that wall, you can get back down to where you can get the scomp link by breaking through another wall, the one that BD scanned earlier. Or you can break through that wall and go down to the ice caves, which leads you straight back to the mantis. That way also goes back to the mantis, basically the way you came. But what I do is go up there, get the scomp link, then I go all the way back round the pulverizers and the long ice slide and the ancient catacombs back to here, and then go through the ice caves, because it's just handy to have the scomp link, and it's handy to have the ice caves open, because they're a sort of hub that lead to everywhere on Zeffo. I mean, it is a real maze, this planet. If you, sorry, when you first come here, you will get lost. You will get lost on multiple occasions. You come back and you'll still get lost. It took me probably 5 or 6 playthroughs before I started to feel that I knew my way around Zeffo. It is complicated, and the map really, it doesn't help all that much. But like I said, I'm going to go through that wall, which will take me back down here, where I'll go through that wall, and that will get me my scomp link. Then I'll go back up through the pulverizers, over here, down the ice slide, up the ancient catacombs, and back to where I am now. Then I'll take that wall into the ice caves and go back to the mantis. It actually unlocks that door when you come out. I'm just coming back around from, as I said, going around getting the scomp link and everything. And I'm back in the ancient catacombs here. I don't know. Cock that up. There we go. So that's how you get that chest here.
Come back here.
And why it wasn't available before.
What was in there?
And then you just go up here. And you're back. Here's the courtyard. I've rested since I was here last, so there's stormtroopers all over, but they'll react to you as you come to this save point. So I'm going to rest again there. And then head into the ice caves. Like I say, I've picked up the scomp link. It's taken me about, I don't know, 15 minutes to come back all the way around. Not long. But I've got a couple of chests along the way as well that I could open with the scomp link. So you push that wall down. There's an echo around here.
What is this? Continue excavating.
You can't do
I want
anything with
rare
this.
artifacts, not useless
The only way to
trinkets.
go is down this slide. With wind assisted jumps. And we're there. So, from this rest point, you see a door.
That's not.
That was fairly predictable, wasn't it? So there's only this way to go. Hello. Big ugly thing. Let's just avoid him. And then dash strike in and avoid him again. Watch him for his attacks. There we go, get out of the way of that, dash strike in. Get out of the way. Dash strike in. Get out of the way. Ooh, didn't get out of the way enough. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh well. I got cornered there. Bad positioning. He's not that hard actually. But he does hit hard. So we'll trigger him again. Yeah, he's got that gold hue to him because he's got all my XP. Oh God! Let's get it all back. Oh! Quick time, but I got him before that.
Okay, I'll look. What'd you find?
Now sometimes those, depends where you kill him, those two can be on top of each other. His body can hide that one in the middle. So just have another look when his body's despawned just to see. Get a lot of XP for that.
An Imperial officer was trying to hide a relic down here. There was a cave-in. She became trapped and never escaped.
So these, Project Augur officer, we find out what happens to her before we find out the rest of the story, but if you pick all these up, there is like a little backstory to all these echoes you keep finding relating to Officer Crane. But yeah, she died in there. Okay, so this way there's a swing, but it's completely out of reach. That way there's some rats and some spinny wheels, and we don't need to go there. This way there's another of those very, very annoying rams. You can just run past him. Now run over here to line of sight that rocket trooper. Oh, he's still coming for me.
Need to stand.
Right. He doesn't usually run after you that far. There we go.
I guess.
Let's him out of the way. And here we are at the elevator that's going to take us up to the Mantis.
See her? I'm under an Imperial dig site. They got a lot further than we thought.
We can't worry about that now. The Empire's identified you as the Jedi from Braca. They're searching for the Mantis as we speak.
Can't you move the Mantis?
It's too risky to start the engine. Its power discharge will draw their attention immediately.
I'll be back as fast as I can.
Very long elevator ride, these. Most of them are. Okay, we'll have a rest here. Right, since I got into the before I got into the elevator, I actually went around the ice caves collecting everything. I've got 2 skill points available, so it's well worth collecting things. So right now I'm going to take the enhanced forced recovery because I'm starting to rely on force a little more, and along with that I'll take the mass push because it staggers larger enemies and groups. Yeah, you can stop or interrupt unblockables on things like that using that push. That's well worth having. Unlock a shortcut here. And we're back out heading towards the Mantis where the rats are chewing the Stormtrooper. So we'll get rid of them first with an aerial and a sprint. Now there's a walker attacking
Cal,
the
we've got a
Mantis.
walker firing on us, and our weapons are down. Is that him? Tell him he better get his butt.
So I've got all my force energy available at the moment, and I'm going to keep my distance to start with. And reflect his bolts back at him. And give him his rockets back. This is where that's automatic deflecting while you're sprinting comes in handy. Give him that rocket back. Push them mines into him as well. Now I'm going to close because I'm out of force energy. So don't let the minesy drops get you. Close in. Sprinting. Don't let them get you either. Sprint so you automatically deflect. And that's him done. Whoops. That was a bit clumsy of me, but then you'll have realised by now that I am clumsy. Get rid of the driver.
I really need a stim. Close one.
And now we can get back into the Mantis.
Nice work out there, kid. Hey, you got some real moves on you. Just tell me that this visit wasn't for nothing.
I found the tomb of a Zeffo sage. They definitely used the Force.
An advanced civilization of force wielders who mysteriously vanished. No wonder Master Cordova became so obsessed with them. What else did you find?
Before they disappeared, the Zeffo journeyed to the planet Kashyyyk.
Oh.
Cordova had a Wookiee friend named Tarful. Maybe we can find him.
Sheik, look, things are really bad down there. The Empire's muscling in on those Wookiees big time.
Then we better get ready for a fight.
I think this lifestyle suits you. Fighting that walker seems to have made you more confident. So, how are you holding up?
I mean, with the Force?
Yes, with the Force. I know you said it could be overwhelming.
Haven't gotten myself killed yet. Rather not talk about it.
Yeah, well, I understand. More than you realize.
Why'd you choose to stop using the Force?
When the Purge started, and our clone troops turned against us, my Padawan and I took several younglings and we went into hiding. But we didn't last long. Imperial Patrol was about to discover our location, so I tried to lure them away from my Padawan Trilla. She stayed behind with the younglings, but they caught me. And they tortured me. They wanted to know about the others and how many were left, but mostly they wanted to know about Cordova and where he went.
But you escaped.
Yeah. It was a prison riot. I saw my opportunity and I took it. But they almost broke me. And I am not the same as I was, Cal.
Your Padawan. Did she survive?
No.
From a certain perspective.
But that's why we can't give up. We can't let the sacrifice of those closest to us be for nothing.
So there we go. We can carry on talking to Sia
Give me a
here.
minute. I'm siphoning Imperial data.
Or maybe we can plant some seeds.
Just let me know when you want to go.
Yep, that's it. We're all done. Ready to head off. So I will catch you on the next part when I believe we're heading to Kashyyyk.